playground. Hooray!
Did you really think that this band of misfits, these outcasts, would be around for 50 episodes?
50. 50.
Jeez.
Somehow we've made it to episode number 50, and it's due to you, the fans, obviously downloading and listening to the show.
Thank you.
Also to
Thank
our
you.
friends at
Thank
BetterHelp.com
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
/Outcast. If you use our promo code BetterHelp.com /Outcast,
No doubt.
you can save 10% on your first month's therapy. It's therapy from your computer right in the comfort of your own home. Check it out.
Be
Check
like
it
me.
Check
Get
it
your therapy.
out.
BetterHelp.com.
How the Outcast doing? What's up with
What's
you, Tom
happening?
Cat? How you, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man.
What
Been
about
like-
you,
I've been-
Memphis? I've heard enough out of you, Tom Cat.
I'm about to go in.
Talk to how you doing? All right, and on the
They
Memphis.
just cut him clean off like the Oscars. Like, he didn't get a chance
Wrap
to
up,
finish
wrap up.
his thank you. He was just thank it. All right, on to the next person.
I like that, though.
Are you good, Memphis? How's your BetterHelp therapy going?
Great. I talked to my therapist Friday.
Cool.
Yeah, Friday. We talked Friday. So it's just going good, man. I like her. I like her a lot. She challenges my mind, which I really love.
And Ramo, it's episode 50. You are the Spanish speaker. You're representing the brown
¿Qué?
folks. How do you say 50 in Español? ¿Cómo se dice 50 Español?
50.
50.
Yeah.
50.
Happy
Everybody out there say 50.
50.
Cincuenta.
They gave
50.
You got to roll the R.
50. Did I do it right?
Yeah,
You
good.
said Crenta.
I train wrecked it. Sorry. I apologize.
50.
Hey, you know what? Rosetta Stone.
And that is
You know,
your
'cause like
Spanish lesson for
Cinco's
January 18th.
Yeah.
Cinco's 5, you know.
Cinco.
Yeah,
Since
so
it's
50.
the 50th episode, we have a lot of real juicy topics on this week's show. We'll be talking about AI and not the basketball player, artificial intelligence, not Allen Iverson. That's coming up on the show. Also, there's a new show, reality television at its finest, I'm being told by Tomcat. It's called MILF Manor.
Oh, yeah.
Let's tell you more
MILF
about
Manor, huh?
Disgusting.
Talk about that. Also, we have some people that are acting a little crazy online in one of our social media feeds to the point where a gun has been drawn on this guy's social media, and we're wondering if now is the time to let the authorities know that we got a loose cannon on our hands here on the internet, and we'll talk about that coming up. And Ramo has an idea of what could be the end of civilization.
Oh, wow. I mean, sure.
Yeah, you said something before the
It
show.
can happen,
I'm
yeah,
always
yeah.
taking notes before
I
the
like
show when you guys
I know
are
we got to be careful what we
arguing.
say around him.
No. I like it. I
Well,
like
I
it
think-
because my statements aren't based on like my necessary research, but definitely things that I've
Research.
watched and shows. Like
You mean the History
research.
Channel?
You definitely,
That's right.
Definitely.
That's what I watched,
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's factual.
That's
like,
right.
I mean, they
believe in
teach
science.
history.
I do,
Yeah.
too.
I like the History
And
Channel, man. I've
I do,
been.
too.
I like real
Now-
history,
now
not
this-
not the bullshit they teach us in school.
This
No.
new show he's talking about is actually on TLC, which is the Learning Channel.
Yes.
It's called MILF Manor, though.
All right, let's start with that since you bring it up, Tomcat. What is this?
MILF
You
Manor.
brought it up.
Where to
No,
suck
you
your shit
brought it
over
up.
there?
Manor. Is this a place I should visit?
What is the show?
Jesus.
What is this show, MILF Manor?
So apparently it's a new show on TLC. Title's MILF Manor. As you can guess, it's probably like, it's just like The Bachelor, only it's MILFs. And they got like 18, a bunch of MILFs.
moms.
They got a bunch of moms.
Single moms.
And then they were like, we're going to reveal this. We're going to reveal this hook for the show. This like catchy.
I got a hook for the show.
What's the hook? Keep your hook away from me.
Boom.
So the hook, I guess, was that they're dating their own son.
What? Ew, gross, disgusting.
Incest.
So that's
Mouth breathers.
I mean, not so much incest as
What
it
do you
is.
mean? Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck incest
They're
is.
not dating their son.
Oh.
The other show mates are dating
So
all the other
wait,
show
wait.
mates'
So you're
sons.
saying
Son-
like, so say if it's like a contest. Wait, so
They
do
come and their sons come there too, and they all come. Basically, yeah.
And these are single ladies.
Who comes
when
first?
I come,
Yeah,
you
see
come.
them.
do
They're
the
milfing.
sons have to be single?
The girlfriends wouldn't be unless their girlfriends were into it. But
I mean, at that point, it's like, who cares?
Then
It's
the
like,
milk
listen,
is like bonus.
like, look, I'm going on the
word.
show.
Oh, I got a
and
bonus.
I got a
too.
thing I got to do on this show, and some shit may happen. I may not be proud of it, but it's
that's
how it happened.
disgusting. That's my
But-
thing. To like, first off, having sex by your mom or your mom,
That-
like, is I don't know.
They're having
your mom-
sex with their mom
No, wait.
watching or something?
You know I
What's
don't
going
think-
on with this show?
You know what? I don't think they're
Or like-
having sex with their mom watching. But you're inevitably going to have those cringy conversations where it's like some of the sons
Well, you're gonna
are
be
banging
blowing
a bunch
down
of the
with
moms,
dudes,
and
yeah.
it's like, oh, my son's
see what you're
banging all the
saying.
moms, and like one of the sons isn't getting.
I mean, with a,
Hold on a second.
you better get out
Hold
there
on.
and bang some of these moms.
Pause. I got a question. I'm not understanding the show. So
Me
you're a
either.
contestant on the
Have you
show.
ever seen The Bachelor?
Is
Oh
it
my
gangbang
God,
or
this is
what's it called
crazy.
again?
So you're
It's called MILF Manor is the
MILF
name of the
Manor.
show.
Apparently,
so the
all the-
contestants, they're
yeah.
there. What's the object of the game? What are you trying to do?
are they going to win something?
They're looking for love and affection.
and so
Not by
then
what you're saying.
so then all the guys are trying to hook up with each other's moms.
Yeah. The dudes are hooking up with each other's moms. So I guess
So-
each
Oh,
mom,
now I
each
So
understand.
do
mom,
the moms know that their sons are coming?
yes,
I'm sure they
apparently,
do.
yeah.
Oh,
That's what-
wow.
And hopefully at one point or
quite
another.
frequently.
That's weird, man. So think about this. So kind of like what you were saying, that you had those moments where you know how they cut away to like so and so and then go off hook up with some dude or whatever. So what if like somebody's mom is like really paying attention to her son and he's just vandering off with some other chick? In her mind, she's like, my son's about to go fuck that bitch I don't like. I'm gonna fuck her up tonight.
Okay, so reverse
It's
and
eight,
switch
it's eight
shoes.
moms, by
What
the
if
way.
you're
Eight
the
moms.
dude, you're the son, and you're there with your mom, and your mom is getting ready to go hook up with some motherfucker
Yeah, you
that
ready
you've
to
been
fight,
brought
man?
down with a motherfucker
If this
no!
can't go, if he go around the corner with my mom, we
Yeah.
throwing hands
That's worse.
immediately.
That's worse.
That's worse.
So I'm starting to see
Is
the
it, though?
intrigue with this show because
Don't-
the moms are getting upset because I'm sure they're catty about their sons, and then you have the sons who are probably getting into it because it's like, hey, you ain't gonna disrespect my mom, and this guy's like, yeah, I'm about to freaking go
Yeah,
balls
I'm
deep
a
in
real
your
your
mom.
grandma. or
Your mom
I'm-
wants it.
It's your mom.
I'm about to
Been
be your
there.
stepdaddy.
So have you seen an episode, Tomcat?
No. But I've been there. People
God
are,
dang.
He signed up for it.
no, I don't know if I'm not really into that kind of thing. But it's hilarious to me because
Well,
people
yeah,
will,
people do that,
will
yeah.
do anything to
Yeah.
like get on TV
It's
and be
true.
a
And
part
then
of
they
it,
gonna be walking
including
around.
destroy their relationship with their own
Totally.
family.
Look
Any
at
day,
us.
like, give
But
them
you
a-
know what? And
Yeah,
they'll put it
that's
on their social media. They're like, aren't you Patrice from MILF Manor? Yes, that's all on my IG and everywhere else. And you find me and shit
So
like
they're-
that. They all
You hit it,
verified
wouldn't you? You
off
hit it.
of fucking somebody else's son on camera. Meanwhile, while your son is fucking somebody else's mama on camera. This is disgusting.
It
This is
kinda
mouth
is.
breathers.
Yeah,
Mouth
this is-
breathers.
yeah, it
Whoever
ain't
came up with
nothing I wanna
that show
partake
is
in.
probably from that state.
It's
Mouth
hard to
breathers.
breathe out of your mouth when there's a cock in it, Memphis.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. I don't put
Yeah.
cocks
The
in
trailer
my
was
mouth.
released on Wednesday. Says that there are 8 of them, and there'll be eight sons and 8 moms, and they'll be living in a luxury mansion in Mexico while they look.
That's
Oh.
a big train.
Put them in Mexico in a mansion. Man, look, that shit.
No, they
I
start
would not
drinking
watch
that
it, but
blue
I want
agave
to. I
shit.
just want to watch an episode just so I can laugh. And the good thing I'm doing dry January, so I can take a shot to every time somebody do something stupid. Damn it!
I
Let's
quit
move
drinking.
on to another topic. I guess I am now intrigued. I will try to watch an episode of MILF Manor. I'll
We're doing
Pervs.
promo.
see what I can
I
do.
know.
You guys are
And maybe
pervs.
next week we'll have some audio of,
didn't mean to
of
do
some
that.
dirty moms.
Weirdos.
So now we're moving on to our next topic, which I heard Memphis before the show bring up artificial intelligence. We actually here at the network.
Did the AI bring it up to Memphis
Possible.
to tell him to bring it up through his
I'm
phone?
telling you,
Oh
man,
my
this
God.
AI stuff is crazy,
You
y'all. I'm telling
conspiracy
you.
theorist.
Well, we-
I love you.
I'm telling you.
A part of our network here at the podcast playground. We're now up to about 16, 17 shows that we
Nice.
produce here at the network, and one of them is artificial intelligence. It's called the AI Report, and a guy here named Jay produces it, but it's really done by artificial intelligence because
Interesting.
the show is about AI, talks about the future and things that are going on in the space, but then he uses these voices that will read it. That's a computer. So the host of the show, he calls him Artie, like artificial intelligence,
It's a good name.
and he reads about
Clever.
things that are
Clever.
going on in the AI space. And there are some really crazy things, like now there's AI lawyers, where rather than calling your local ambulance chaser to represent you in the courtroom and paying them thousands of dollars or a big percentage of the money you get from your lawsuit, now you can hire artificial intelligence for pennies on the dollar. And this computer, all he lives for is defending you. And he's a computer that's been programmed for every response possible coming from a judge in a legal situation. Would you, Tomcat, would you hire artificial intelligent lawyer? Would you take an AI lawyer to the courtroom?
Shit, I've never seen that done before. So, I mean, it's kind of sketchy. But, I mean, look, I do believe that AI is the future. It's going to change the way everything is done. It's going to change everything. It's going to change more about our lives than we can even possibly imagine. Is it ready for prime time to defend me in a court case against the, reasonable doubt? No, I don't know about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Because kids now have an app where they can put in the subject of their paper that they have in school, and the artificial intelligence will write out the paper for them, including all the mistakes that they might have made to make the paper almost impossible to tell it was written by an AI. And
What?
How much is this app?
Is this
They
that
have
chat?
that now. It might even be free.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's
My son
wrong,
needs
man. That sucks. That's not right. We have to do all that research and
Hey,
do
man,
all that
look,
shit.
I don't hate
These
on
damn
nobody
kids-
that
nah,
gets
hell
got
no,
it.
hell
Yo,
no.
you can't
That's why
hate
these
like
kids
that.
gonna be
That's
dumb.
why
They already
they're
dumb.
already dumb. That's why
Yeah.
the test scores are down.
All
Sorry,
right, I have
don't
an
mean to be rude to the kids.
I have an
with this
AI
thing.
question for Ramo.
Talk to me.
So I read one of the AI reports, and it talks about how San Francisco police now is going to use AI robots, and they do have deadly force. Your father, a police officer,
Right.
what do you think he would say if he found out, he came in and it's like, hey, hang up your badge, Daddy Ramo, because you're being replaced by RoboCop, and not only is this cop not make any mistakes in the field, but he'll kill you if you cross him. What do you think your old man would think?
Yeah.
I mean, they say these robots deadly force.
Sure. I don't know that we're that far in AI or even in robotics to even believe that that's really possible.
They blew a dude up in L.A. already
they
with
may
a.
be talking about-
They drive the
I'm
little
saying-
bomb in there and they blew him up.
Oh, yeah, I know they
not
have
that
different like toys and shit. I see our
That's
local
robotics.
sheriff buys all kind of fucking bullshit to break down people's doors. I see it. No, that's something different. Like an actual police officer,
Robot.
single man robot. Like I don't see that happening for a long
Bipedal,
time.
maybe not, but like a dog looking thing with a gun on it, yes. You will.
uh,
They have them. Those little dog things. You see them?
look,
Look at the
look,
Yeah, I've
fucking
seen those
dancing and
little-
shit.
What?
Did they?
Robotic
I've seen
German
a
Shepherd
room of
looking
1,000
things.
of those things dancing in unison,
I-
doing fucking shit.
what I'm saying is
They're doing fucking shit. Is that what
they,
you said?
they may
they're
they
fucking
may have
making more
things
robots.
that can resemble shit like that and can do some of the tasks, but they cannot replace a real police officer.
Well, his question is
If
this,
and
I
when-
think.
if
But
and
his
when
question is
they
this.
can.
Yeah.
If and when they can, I mean,
What do you think about
it would fucking suck. It definitely
It's
would suck for
creepy.
police officers.
You know
It's
where I
creepy as
think
hell. But here's the thing: who are we gonna blame? Who are we gonna blame? Like
Is it inevitable?
it's gonna be our government that does shit like
Are we
that.
in the
It's gonna be
Matrix?
the people in charge that do shit like this. So I think it's up to us to make sure that and shit like that doesn't happen.
Here's
Yeah,
where
right.
here's where I think it would be good to use that type of technology. I mean,
I'm not
think-
saying it's not. Yeah.
think
you-
about
Maybe
like
under
a-
cornhole?
well, no, like a
He's such a dick. Who
Get
gave
on
him
in
pop?
there.
No more smoking for Tomcat. He's done.
I'm talking like I mean, think about it. Back in the what's the movie that Bruce Willis was in, Die Hard?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
remember they had the hostages in there. I mean, imagine if you could just like send in some kind of robot in there and just take out the enemy.
No, I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work
What if he
because I think
accidentally-
the AI will be it'll be more like
It can have face
straightforward versus
recognition, though.
like a human that can think
Ooh,
on the fly and be like, that idea was gonna work, but now that shit happened, so I gotta think on the fly. I think AI won't be able to maneuver like that, no matter how much they
say
try
these
to program
computers,
it.
these computers are pretty
but
good. They
it-
say.
I don't
I don't
like
think
it per
it'll be
se.
like that until we see robots like in the movie I, Robot.
Oh, dude.
Like the new age ones. Those things were bad.
Remember I told you guys earlier, right? So I got this AI following me on Twitter. I forget the AI's name, but it's a female.
Oh, you're fucked.
And I looked at it when I first started. I'm like, what the hell is it? And I'm like, AI. So I'm reading it in the description and everything, and I'm like, is this a real person? It's like fake, and it's a real Twitter AI account with a AI like woman.
But is it real if it's AI?
No, it's not. Well, the account's real, but the AI that's running is not.
What
actually.
sites you been visiting, dog?
It's on Twitter. It's on,
Okay.
They follow me on.
That leads me into my next VR, and I'll go to you, Memphis.
What's up?
I want to know your opinion on this particular technology.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You know AI is getting real good with its virtual reality porn.
I knew it.
Oh shit.
So, I don't know anything about it, but
Sure
I've
you
heard.
don't.
I've heard.
You got
I've never tried it. I've never tried
sticky
it.
Oculus going on.
I've heard you can put on some of these.
What the fuck's wrong?
Can I fucking do the story, Tomcat, without you interrupting me? I was just getting into it, and I was just getting excited, and
And then you done messed up his groove.
Man,
Damn it.
You were.
the whole story has gone soft thanks to you. It's freaking soft serve.
All right,
used to
let's try it again.
Okay.
You got
It's
a good
not his
reboot.
fault,
Try to
Jeffrey.
reboot.
All right, so you put your, I guess, goggles on,
Right.
and you
Jerk off.
walk in wherever you want to. You know, I mean, if you want to bang this chick in the pool, if you want to take her, out to dinner and maybe get her right there at the table, I guess it's virtual reality. You call the shots, and supposedly, you really feel like you're having sex with this woman, but you're not. It's just these goggles.
Wow.
I don't
Wait
know
a
what all
minute.
it's about.
That's great. So that's
They have, I guess, these robot dolls that feel like real women, and then you put the goggles on, and when you're feeling up this apparatus, I guess, that's laying on your bed, you're really with your eyes, you're seeing this beautiful whatever you want a brunette. Oh, just switch the avatar. I want brunette tonight. Oh, you want her to be Spanish? Flip it, and then all of a sudden you're making love in your own little virtual reality world.
Metaverse.
Would you do that? And do you think you could finish? Would you get where you need to be, knowing in the back of your mind that
oh man,
I'm doing
Would
this in my living room?
This? I'm curious.
Nope, that's a yeah.
You're lying? No.
No, I'm
That's a
curious.
yeah.
I'm curious, but I mean, I would have to talk to the wife about this. No, like, yo, maybe this some shit.
It might
we
be
could try.
cheating in her eyes.
But hold on, wait, because I was gonna go there because that was my second point. I'm like, that's kind of cheating though, because and unless you and if you single, then fuck it, you can do whatever you want. But if you're in a committed relationship, I would definitely consult your partner on that, because you don't want to like sneak get it and then be like, what the fuck? They gone out of town and you doing this shit.
All right. Bizarre world.
That
you're
shit's
single,
fucking crazy.
and you got
If
your
you
own
sing,
place.
but if I was single,
would you
oh,
do
you
it?
goddamn right I'd do it.
All right, thank you.
Damn right, because I'm
was saying,
curious. And then
That was a long
and
way
the second
around.
Dolls are
question,
expensive too.
but then
Ain't
would I
cheap.
be able to
Not that
finish?
I
I don't
looked
know,
them
man.
up?
Now that I've
I
looked,
don't know.
He totally admitted that he looked it up.
they're expensive. Let me just
Holy
say.
shit.
So Memphis, I'll ask you this: do you
Hilarious.
think it's like you said you would have to let your wife know? Do you tell your wife every time you're going to jerk off? I mean,
Good Lord.
is it the same thing, like, or is this taking it to the next level? Because now it's
I got to
virtual
rub one
reality.
out, honey. You're not taking it. You're
No,
not doing
and
it. Your job.
no, I don't tell her until I jerk off.
This isn't a
Shit like
magazine.
that.
She wakes up, you're jerking off in her face.
I don't have to tell my wife. I'm usually
Hold on, babe.
soliciting
I got
her.
something like I guess
Second
this,
one for the day,
this
babe.
moisturizer, this new moisturizer is
I'm
gonna
usually
keep your
soliciting
skin
her
nice
for
and young and
sex, and then
tight.
she's telling me no. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be
So
back
you let
in
her know?
2
You
minutes.
tell her, Ramo, that you're going to do it?
No, I just told her I'm going to the bathroom. She figures it out for herself.
All of a sudden, you're not really
See, this could have
interested.
been in you, but you
And then she hears
chose
like the
otherwise.
whimpering coming from the bathroom. You know?
She hears the banging on the toilet.
Yeah.
And he does. And you do the walking chain back to the bed.
I do. We all know it well. We all know
Wash
it
your
well.
hands.
What about so Ramo? Would you, if your
Talk to
wife is like, I got a headache, Ray, it's not in the mood, and now you got a little sexual tension in your mind, and you're thinking, You know,
Bow
I
chicka
could,
wow wow.
I could pull out an old Cosmopolitan magazine.
Cosmo, come on, you gotta do better than that.
maybe go to
You got
Pornhub.
Vanity Fair or
I
something.
don't need it.
Or I
need
could
it.
put
That's a
on
big
my
difference.
or
I got a lot of memories.
or I could put on my goggles and I could virtually.
I wouldn't do that. I'd
you
feel,
wouldn't
I'd feel
feel
weird
bad?
doing that. I
Yeah.
would rather just pleasure myself in a way that I'm comfortable.
You got stuff in the
Then-
bank, like up in the mine. You
Man,
just go
holy
right to the
shit,
bank.
The
dude.
Spank
Like,
Bank.
If you guys need something, let me know, dog. I got extra. For
You
real.
got bank you can borrow.
He ain't talking about me
Yeah.
giving me a hard time
I'll
talking
give
about all the
all
stuff he
those.
got in the bank.
All right, but I don't talk about it 24/7.
See,
don't
people
talk
are
about it
people are
24/7.
physically
Okay,
made to
24
masturbate. If you let your arms hang, they go
6.
right down to your junk. That ain't by mistake, man. That's on purpose, bro. You're right there.
Look.
It's so you can do your.
No.
It's the release valve.
I
so you don't
understand
freak
that.
out.
I
Can you
understand
imagine
that.
if you couldn't masturbate?
Oh, that'd be terrible.
What it would be like? You'd be a psychopath.
Why do you
Or
think the
unless you was
T-Rex
getting a
isn't
lot of
around
ass.
anymore?
I mean, what?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
I said, why don't you think the T-Rex isn't around anymore?
Yeah, get fucking good
Alligator arms. Let's move on to our next topic
Nice.
where we're gonna talk some football.
All right, I'm
All
down.
right.
I like this.
It's been exciting, I think, so far. The NFL playoffs. How about the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Who saw that
surprising.
coming?
Good job.
Duval County.
I think we all equally talk trash about the Jaguars before the season started.
The coach, Doug Peterson, is an amazing coach, and I think he's getting the best out of all them guys out there. He really is.
Good job,
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go,
Good
coach.
job.
Well, he did it with the Eagles.
Yeah, he did.
Dan won a Super
Yep.
Bowl.
With Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. Jeez.
How about that Cowboys kicker?
Oh my God!
Man, that guy, 3.
4 of them.
3.
It was
I think
4.
four.
Of them. It was
I think
4 of
four.
them.
I'm pretty sure it was Cody Parkey
Because
in
the
disguise.
fourth one bounced off the top of the upright.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
And I saw the one was like 2 went this way, and then he overcorrected the one this way,
And
and
then
the 4th one I didn't see.
Yeah, that's
But
when
from
they
what
bounced
I
off the top.
understand, dude is pretty solid throughout
Yeah.
the whole year.
Poor guy.
So,
I feel bad
mean,
for him.
hey,
I did see Dak Prescott's reaction.
They were
Yeah,
in
he was
Tampa.
talking shit.
Hey.
I'm like, y'all kicking Tom Brady and them in their ass right now.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He-
Calm down.
Yeah, they're
I watched
hurt,
that game.
though. They're
See, you
injured.
guys think I don't watch, but I watched that game and it was good.
Who
Tom
Dey?
Brady.
How about Who Dey? Who Dey? Who Dey
Banging on
rooting
his
for
helmet.
the Bengals? The Bengals and Joe
did
Burrow.
anybody,
Nobody
did
did.
anybody pick the Bengals?
Nobody.
No.
I don't think nobody picked them.
And then surprisingly, I didn't see it coming. Actually, my son, I was betting the games. Don't ever ask me to bet for you. I lost all my bets on Wild Card Saturday. But
Really?
my son saw the
How?
Giants beating the Vikings.
I did
Well,
not
I'll
see
tell you
that.
how.
I saw
I took
that.
the Bills and the points.
Okay.
They were 14-point favorites. They didn't cover, obviously,
Nope.
against the Dolphins.
Nope.
By 3.
I took the Giants over the Vikings. That was the one I got right. And then the Bengals, I took the Bengals, but they had 8 points. They only won by 7. So they didn't cover the spread. That's the thing about betting with with real gambling. You know, you got to play the lines,
Right.
and they're pretty good at picking those lines.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't see. Like
wanna say we
I
made
even
that
music.
music.
Forgot the Vikings
made
were
that.
in
Good
the
job.
playoffs
It's
because
awesome.
That's
they always
good.
never show up. Like the Vikings never show up in the playoffs.
Well, they got to where they
and
were.
the Giants,
Oh, the
I don't know
playoffs.
how they even got in. So the NFC East got 3 teams: the Eagles, the Giants, and the Cowboys.
Because the NFC is garbage right now.
Man,
Let's quickly go over our picks that we made at the beginning of the
I got
season.
the Cowboys.
No, you didn't.
I don't think I
That's
picked the
what Rainbow
Cowboys.
said.
I think
I
Tomcat
picked
did.
the Cowboys.
Oh, you
That's what
did.
Rainbow
Okay.
said.
I knew somebody
Gentry
did.
did.
I'm pretty sure Tomcat picked the Buccaneers.
Well,
Yeah, I
dang.
think you
Oh,
did.
I probably did.
Did
Well,
you?
you're out.
You,
of it,
you have a
you're
love
out.
affair. And
Probably
then
did.
I'm pretty sure that
TB12 let you down.
That's not very nice.
Memphis picked
Yeah.
Kansas City,
I did.
if I remember right.
They're
Yeah.
still chilling. Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we
and
know.
Ramo picked Buffalo.
I'm concerned.
I think I picked Kansas
Yeah,
City.
y'all got Joe Thorough, man. Ooh,
I'm concerned.
That's
I'm
gonna be a
concerned.
good one.
So right
Not
now,
this week. I'm not
Tomcat,
concerned
Oh,
about
boy.
this
you're the
week.
only one eliminated from the Super Bowl pick pool.
Are we
I guess.
surprised?
Can we
by
give him
that,
like
though,
some
that I'm
send
the
off
first
music
one
or
out?
something like that?
I don't know shit about it.
Well, I mean, you picked Tom Brady,
And
and
I've been watching a lot of football this season, and if I were to like think about it after what I've been seeing here in the playoffs again, because I've been looking at it, I would say that Dallas is definitely they moved down the field, man.
Because they were playing
and
Tampa.
and
Yeah, and they trash.
and really, if that hadn't happened to the guy who had the heart problem, what's his name?
DeMar.
DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
DeRozan.
No, wrong.
DeMar Hamlin.
I know.
then I think that the Bills would have been really a good team too. Not that they're not still, but I think he was one of their good players.
Sure.
You know what stands out to me as I look at the teams still left in the playoffs coming up this weekend, more games, is you look at the quarterback position for all the teams.
Yeah.
This is a new generation.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because you got Trevor Lawrence with the Jags.
He finally got in.
You got Jones with the Giants, young guy. You got Jalen Hurts with the Eagles.
Yep.
You got Burrow with the Bengals. You
Joe
got
Burrow.
Josh Allen with the Bills. And then the Niners have this kid named Purdy, who I don't know much about him.
He's a rookie.
Purdy.
Other than he came in and now he doesn't lose.
He was the insignificant man in the draft, meaning he was the last person in the first round.
That must feel good for him.
He didn't get
There must
drafted in
be
the first
some-
round.
Yeah.
No, Brock Purdy didn't get
I
drafted.
think he
Oh,
might have been
no,
the I think he
draft
might have
of
been
the
the
last
last
pick
pick of the
draft.
draft.
I'm like,
Sorry.
I was like,
Yeah,
not
I meant of the entire draft.
oh,
Yeah.
So the veteran in right now is you have to look at Dak Prescott,
misspoke.
and I
My
guess you would
apologies.
also say that Patrick Mahomes.
my homeboy.
Even though
He's
Mahomes,
good.
would you consider Mahomes a veteran? How many years has he been in the league?
5,
Man,
I
he's
think.
done so many insurance
No.
commercials by
Yeah,
this
he's done
point.
about five
He is
five
a
years, I
veteran.
believe.
No, I think he's going on about 7.
I'm gonna
No,
tell
he
you.
ain't not that long.
I'm
No,
gonna
I think
tell
it's
you.
5. I think it's 5.
You're
Let's
right.
see how many.
It's hard to tell, man.
I'm gonna go.
Life goes by
here.
really fast.
Where's
Yeah,
his
it does.
stats? I'm trying to look at his
He
stats.
came
of how
in
many
when
years.
Mitch Trubisky came in.
Did they?
I don't think that was 5 years
No,
ago.
they weren't in the same class. Was
Yeah, they were. Because hell yeah, we were.
They
You
still
know,
the same
Chicago's
school?
still
He-
pissed off. We
He
didn't
was
draft him
drafted in.
instead.
He was drafted in 2017.
Yeah, with Mitch Trubisky.
So 5 years. He's played in the league for 5 years.
See, I was right. Look at
It
that.
was only 5 years ago.
5.
See, when you draft Mitch Trubisky, it
Fifth.
feels like 20 years.
Listen to your Uncle Myth.
All right. Well, the
But
football
anyway.
games continue this week. 3 teams still in it. And I must say, going back to the college picks, I picked Michigan. They didn't win it, but they were in the Final Four. Who was your college pick, Ramo? You said Alabama.
Yeah, I believe
Those
so.
mouth breathers.
You picked Tennessee, I believe.
Yes, I did. Of course.
They had a
Oh,
good
well,
season. They played in a big bowl game.
Hell yeah, we had a great season and played an amazing bowl and kicked ass in that bowl too.
And then didn't TK pick like Rutgers or something? I mean, you picked up.
I don't know.
Real
He picked.
snoozer.
TK probably
That's
picked
not
like
true.
doggone.
No, Indiana. He picked
Yeah, he
Indiana.
did pick
He picked
Indiana.
the University of the United States.
He
I
did
don't
pick
watch-
Indiana for some odd reason.
I don't
Why?
watch a lot of football, and I definitely don't watch a lot of college football.
You should. College
Nobody
football is way better. Like way
no,
better.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
way.
I'd be watching ancient
College football
aliens
is
and
the shit.
man.
Way better than
It's
the
fun.
pros.
It's fun if you can get into it and you have a team that's good.
I can't even
But,
get enough
I
time
mean,
to watch the shows I like at home.
the
Much less
pros are
watch
better.
old football.
The
and all
pros
that.
are boring.
We watch
'Cause
a
they're
lot of
good.
football because my girlfriend loves it.
No,
We watch a lot.
your girl's like she likes. You said she like football, right?
She loves it. Yeah, she has a lot of all her Maryland teams. She loves.
I
So
think I
the
like the
Terps-
They
college
play
game.
football there.
I like
The
seeing.
Ravens.
She's a Ravens
Baltimore
fan?
Ravens. Yep,
She likes the Ravens. Your
They
girl?
lost.
she does.
Oh, she's
lost,
happy about
yeah.
Roquan Smith, huh?
I don't know about that.
No,
They
she
just
probably
wasted
said because
that
they about
money.
to lose Lamar Jackson.
They wasted that money.
Don't know about that either.
He ain't doing nothing. He's always hurt.
Yeah, okay.
I would say this about the differences between college football and the National Football League. I
They're
personally,
younger.
I personally love watching the NFL on TV, and I love seeing a college football game in person
I'd never been.
because
You should.
there's so
It'll
much
change it.
there's so
It'll
much
change your
pageantry.
life.
Let's do it.
You have so much passion with the
Yeah.
students, and they have the student section, and then they have the band, and then they have the traditions at some of the schools.
How
where
are the
it's-
dorms?
I've been to a college game up in Florida State. I've been to
Yeah?
a Florida State
Did you
game.
get laid?
I did because my girlfriend went there at the time.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Nice
Nice,
work.
nice.
Dun, dun, dun,
You got you one of them.
Yeah.
I know what he
Oh,
did.
this baby. Ha ha ha.
He got
is
one
that
of them
Where you walked in
Simahos.
at that place.
Yeah, he got Semaho.
Up,
Yeah,
Alright.
Semaho.
Let's move on
Okay,
to our
well,
next topic,
all
What the
right.
hell is that?
which is
That's a
the
new term, Semaho.
end of the world could be coming.
The
Oh,
scenario.
of
fuck, this
course,
is a-
not the world, just us.
No, it won't be the end of
world will
us.
still be here.
We survived it the last time.
What will be the
shit.
end of civilization? We were having an interesting conversation. You could even call it a debate
About the end of civilization.
before
That
the
right.
show.
Right.
I believe it was Ramo who predicted that there's possibility of another ice age, as there is an article that just came out in the last few days where it says one of the world's coldest places is now the warmest It's been in 1,000 years.
Where's that?
That's somewhere in Iceland.
Which may be confusing to
Or
people
Greenland.
because they're thinking if it's warm, how could there be an ice age? But Ramo says that, of course, because once it gets warm, that all the ice caps are going to melt. They're going to go into the oceans, and then that'll mess up the flow of the seasons around the world, and then the ice age will happen.
Right, because of
and I
It
said
will.
that way faster than it would have taken him to say it, so that's why I said it.
I'm glad you did. Nice
Thank
job.
you. On to the next.
you guys are jackasses, so I understand you don't get science all that.
What is
much.
I
your
just
theory?
said your
Listen.
theory, so how do I not
It's
get
not
it?
my fucking theory.
You
It's-
just said I don't get it,
it's
but I
true.
just said it back.
It would interrupt the what is that called? The jet stream.
El
Jet
Nino?
stream.
The jet stream in
Sure.
the water.
It's
The-
right over
the
here
stream-
off Florida.
Right.
Right.
And it goes all the way around the planet. What it does is it recycles the water in our oceans.
Sure.
If that gets interrupted,
It doesn't take
Well,
the
not
warm
so much
water.
that.
It takes
What
the
it
warm
does is
water
like
up
there's
and
north to
so
get-
there's certain
Right.
waters that
Cycle back
shouldn't
down.
mix
Right.
and that shouldn't mix and all this other stuff, and
Well,
also causes
right.
the rising of the tide. So coastal
Definitely
cities
are going to
coastal
be
cities
flooded.
So-
They're
are
they're
gonna-
already
actually gonna
getting
flood
there.
because
We're
the-
not going to be here. We'll be dead.
Yeah, but
Well,
aren't you
what about
concerned
our
for the
kids?
future, though?
What
Well,
kids?
You don't
TK
have
ain't gonna
kids.
have
He's a
kids.
jackass. Yeah, he's a dick.
You know, like you.
I would've-
You don't,
I forgot who I was
Tomcat,
talking
you
to.
don't care about the future of humanity.
I do. I'm just kidding.
It doesn't sound like you do from what you just said.
There are times when I don't, though. There are times when
At least he's real
there are-
about it.
No, there are times
Yeah.
when I think humanity's a plague on this earth, and good riddance when they go, because of some of the shit that I see people doing to animals and shit makes me furious, especially like science and shit that people do on beagles and monkeys and fucked up shit.
Right. Well,
So that we can have like skin products, care products and shit. That pisses me off. That's disgusting.
Well,
so
there's
that-
a lot of shit that goes
But
on.
what?
like
Who
that,
am I? You know, I'm throwing stones, but I don't know.
What do you,
Why-
Tomcat? What do you think is the most likely thing to happen that would end civilization as we know it? What do you think is the
We
has
would
the, has the
release
best odds?
it seems like we might release a disease that kills us all at some point.
We
I
might.
don't think.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
already out
think
there.
we
They
would
call
be-
mouth breathers.
I don't think we would be able to kinetically, like via bombs and shit, kill everyone. I don't think that would ever happen. I don't think even if we all like nuked the shit out of each other, I think people would still survive.
What about you, Ray?
An asteroid? No, people would still survive.
What do you think could be our biggest threat to civilization?
No, I'd have to disagree with Tomcat in the sense I think an asteroid or something of that effect would have to kill us because
There's people in space.
we've already proven. Well, I mean, they would survive, but
Astronauts.
they're probably not going to be able to live on Earth for 100,000 years. Like, where the fuck are they going to go?
Well, I don't know, 100,000 years. The
it-
dust would settle
It take-
after
it's-
months
I
and months
forgot-
and months.
I forgot
No,
how
it
many
would
years
take
it is.
long.
It probably
It'll
isn't
be
100,000 years, but it's going to be a long time.
It'll be
But
years.
that's
And-
why we
yeah.
need to colonate the moon and Mars.
I mean, sure,
we can
that's
survive.
that's something like that.
I go
or,
to
you
the
know, come
moon.
up with a plan.
I do
Definitely
that.
come up with a
Moon
plan.
base
But-
would be
Yeah.
fun.
But because here's the thing, like if an ice age came, we've already proven that we can live through that because we already did.
Right.
We had one.
Wiping out humanity is a lot harder than you might think.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
even a
We've
plague
been around
would,
a lot
even a
longer
plague,
than-
you know, I
than
mean,
we've been told. We
the
have been.
actual plague, I think, wiped out a third of all humans on Earth. The plague, the Black Plague.
Maybe in
you
Europe.
guys remember that movie that came out during the pandemic? I found it to be funny with Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio and Meryl Streep was in it. It was called Don't Look Up. Remember that?
Yes, that was great.
I didn't finish that, but
That
yeah.
was great.
I highly recommend it. It's kind of like
It's
playing
fun.
on the end of the world.
It is.
Memphis, what about the world ending like the Christians say that it will when Jesus Christ himself? Wow.
Why would
That's
you ask him?
blasphemy.
He's
That's
Jehovah-
blasphemy, Ramo.
He's
You're
Jehovah's
laughing.
Witness. Why are you
I ain't
asking
no damn
him?
Jehovah's Witness.
Now, when Jesus
You
Christ
knock on my door on Saturday.
rises
You know what
from
I'm
the
saying?
dead
He's
and he
done it.
comes back to scoop up all the people that have been saved by the holy water, do you believe that there's a chance Jesus Christ himself could show up and come and grab the Christians and take them all to the land of milk and honey to heaven?
They shun
So
him.
I'm gonna be very careful how I answer this question because I don't want to offend anybody, right?
Well, now that's what we do on the show.
Yeah,
so
I know.
please.
I know that's
Come
what
on.
we do, but
Please offend
I'm
them.
doing my best not to because
Have you heard Tomcat?
because some people, I'll say this, I don't believe that because the reasoning why they say like in the Bible like Jesus come back like a thief in the night and snatch up all these people and they burn out and then they just leave everybody else. Like you ain't fucking with me, yo. So you out, bye. But I just think that's wrong. I don't believe that. I think that's terrible because they say if by Christian sayings that everybody's is built in his favor or image or whatever, you know. So apparently we all will be God's kids, regardless of how we feel.
He sure does have a lot of favorites, doesn't he?
If he come, he's snatching everybody up, and then wherever we go, we go. You know, but not like Christmas time. You better be good, or you ain't go. Santa Claus ain't gonna bring you no presents. So if you ain't rocking with Jesus, then if you Muslim or Buddhism or atheist or whatever.
All
y'all ain't
religions that were here before Christianity.
Right. If you ain't rocking with Christianity, Jesus gonna come and snatch all us up, and y'all ass is like, I holla. Nah, fuck that, man. I don't like that. I don't believe in it. That's just fucking wrong, man. That's just wrong. That's wrong. That's my opinion.
Well, according to the Bible, it says here, among the signs, Jesus mentioned signs will happen. You know, before he comes back.
Like gang signs?
No,
street signs.
Like, certain signs like false messiahs.
Like aliens?
Along with wars and rumors of wars. So those are some of the signs.
War, man.
There's been wars on earth in his name.
All the time.
He was born, since he died. Like I would say,
I think it's been like 2,000 years.
So
even
you just said that the other religions have been here much before him. So there have been wars. They've been fighting over all the religions.
Oh yes,
the whole time.
God himself.
But that doesn't mean that
people have been fighting over God since there were people. Like,
and they're still doing it to this day.
Egyptians fought over a god
a different
or
god that they think. Right.
Yes.
So it isn't God. It's people that are fighting.
Right.
Right.
But they're fighting.
So isn't God's
of
fault?
course.
But they're fighting.
Crazy?
They're fighting.
Exactly. You're so right. You're so right. I agree with you 100%.
I was just kind of thinking that because they're all praising different gods and they're all reacting the same way by killing each other.
Don't misinterpret.
It's not the God's fault.
Don't
misinterpret. In all of the cases, I guess.
My angst
or maybe the God's fault.
I don't know. Some of them I think.
Because sometimes people misinterpret. Sometimes people misinterpret like how like the word was written, and like you may read the Bible and take it this way, I may read the Bible and take it that way, and the way I take it may be like, well, fuck that, I'm about to go kill some motherfuckers in the name of Christ.
Well, you have to have sense as a person to know what's right and wrong at the same time.
Sure.
Otherwise, other people are just going to kill you anyway.
I just want to go on record as saying this, that any angst I show towards religion has nothing to do with the ideals and the religion itself, but what people have inserted to the religion and have done to it or not done to it or don't do to it or don't follow, don't pay attention, but use it as an advantage. Like it's become almost a mockery in some situations, and it's sad because it really helps a lot of people.
Well, I think the reason I think it helps a lot of people is because I believe God is quite real.
Of course.
And alive. And so he's there and it does help people, but man, of course, corrupts. And we have a corrupted side, you know, we have a side that seems to be in touch with God, but we also have a side that seems to be in touch with the worst part of us too. So
this is a very deep conversation.
I went to
for 5
damn
minutes.
right.
I went to Christianity.com.
Okay.
And they have a video here that says, will Jesus really return to earth? Let's see what they say about it.
We joyfully confess as Christians that Jesus Christ really, truly will return to earth. It's important for us to recognize that Jesus himself said that he would return to earth. When he was speaking to his disciples on
We've been waiting a while for it.
He told them that he would come in power and in glory. Angels said that Jesus Christ would return. In Acts chapter 1, when it speaks of Jesus ascending to his Father, then the angels are there and they said he will return in the same manner that he has left. One of the interesting things as you look at church history is that even though different Christians throughout church history have had different perspectives on the end of time, they agreed on certain basic things about the end of time. And one of those was that Jesus Christ will return to earth. If you look at the church fathers, all these different guys, one of the things you find is that there's at least 3 things that they affirm about the end of time, about the return of Jesus. It's that Jesus Christ will return physically to the earth. But not only that, that God will raise the righteous and the unrighteous for judgment. And then thirdly, that Jesus Christ will make things right and new in the world. There will be
Well, there you go. He's saying that he'll give you another chance.
It sounds like we all get to go with him. The bus is big enough for us to all get on board.
It seems like he still is going to like talk to everybody individually at the end there.
How's he going to have the time?
If you believe it, you know?
That would take a lot of time.
I mean, I actually do believe that because that's just how I was raised to believe that.
We were all raised to believe that.
Do I believe that I'm ever going to see it? No. Do I believe it would be fucking awesome? Yes.
You better watch your mouth or Jesus might leave you behind.
Yes.
You know, there's a religion, I think they're Hindus or something, where they actually have like rituals and things to find gurus and stuff that have been reincarnated, that have already come back to Earth. So the idea of reincarnation is not new because of Christianity. Like, do you guys honestly believe that the man Jesus, who he was on Earth, is going to come back as himself to Earth? And if he does, let's say he does, think about where he's from, who he really was,
Jerusalem,
what he really
repping
looked
Jerusalem,
like,
man.
what all the things that he represented.
Well, no, when he comes back, he's not a person though. He's like riding on a horse with a sword. It says what it says.
I think he's going to be on a Tesla.
But how does that make sense though? Because because
that don't make any more sense to aliens coming from
it's like at some point it's like, all right,
Well,
I get this. I get the nursery rhyme, the storybook. You know, I get that.
But maybe it does make sense if you think about it in the alien sense.
Sure.
That maybe that's what they were talking about. Right. Maybe they didn't know how to say what they were looking at.
Maybe that's what it was.
You're just discounting that all of the people through history. I'm not saying that.
Jesus was an alien.
It's possible that all of the people through history didn't see what they saw.
No, they
all
did.
the people that wrote down the shit that they said, or the things that they thought were just would have to just be like they're idiots. But
they are. No,
they saw something.
They did.
Like maybe they're talking about because there are parts in the Bible that they took out where they talk about like wheels within wheels spinning. Ezekiel, he was taken up in a chariot into the sky. These are like. These are like stories of being abducted by aliens.
Watching an alien. Sure.
They just didn't know how to say that shit.
So the ancestors or whoever they were just getting high off of whatever it was back in the day. Was it the poppy?
Probably. But I'm just saying, it doesn't mean they weren't visited by aliens.
And I think now from whenever it actually started to where it is now is not how it's supposed to be. Okay. It's like I think the Bible and religion is like a game of telephone.
So using what we've talked about, and I'm sure Gentry's ready to move on to the next conversation. So I'll try to like finish. I think what you're trying to say with what I'm about to say is that, and if you think about it, and if you look back into it and all the religions, there are tons of stories about how religions began, even Christianity, about a child born of an immaculate conception. Mm-hmm. Like that's not new to Jesus. That's not even new in Christianity.
All
but
the cultures
it's not
around
new to
the world talk about people that came from the sky, star people.
It could be a story that has been brought down from generation to generation, from like centuries and centuries, like even before we think of when Jesus and all them times were. Maybe those are just stories that were going around then that turned into that, like the game you play as a kid, like you tell somebody something, then they tell somebody something.
Yeah, it's like telephone.
You're saying that what they saw wasn't what they saw and it got distorted.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am going to say is that when it comes to today's religion, there's a lot of encounters in books that were a part of the original text of the Bible, in which like man created from their like experiences that have been removed.
I said that earlier. Ezekiel's one of them.
Right, and that tells me that there's an agenda to what's being taught as a religion today, and that makes it.
We have
sus
so much.
AF.
We have so much information today with the internet and everything.
We should know
like
better.
The church can conceal the information from people anymore, or anyone can.
But if you're indoctrinated to believe a certain thing,
how could you be when you have this supercomputer in your hand?
Listen to what that guy just said on what Gentry just played, dude. He obviously is wholeheartedly in full belief.
You know
He
what?
believes
Of
what's
what?
in the,
I'm gonna
he
be
believes
upset
what's
if
in the
Jesus
book.
come back
Sure.
and if
Why
he come
not?
if he come back
That's what the
like
book says.
like I want to see him. Like I want
Me
to see
too.
you. Like come holler at me.
Not
Let's
right now, though.
Just to finish my point,
not-
if he came back to as who he was,
I want to see
I
him.
don't think he'd be accepted in today's society as in today's.
I don't think people would take him.
I think he would now because we're in a different time where all cultures are being accepted in most situations.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you bring him back 100 years ago, I guarantee you, he may have come back 100 years ago and they killed him. Like you don't know, like because we have not been a very
Mankind
good
is
species.
fucking terrible.
I think what they're saying
we're not
is
terrible. We've been learning our
Eventually, he's
lessons.
going to come back in a way where they can't kill him, is what they're saying. He's going
Let's
to come
hope.
back and just like judge.
Because
like,
wouldn't there be
this
some
is
shit he
racist.
came back and they killed his ass again?
You guys are crazy, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not going to say it's not going to happen
No,
because
neither.
I want to make sure that if he shows up, he takes me with him. So I'm not
you're
saying
good.
it's not happening.
Hey, you're a good guy, and that's all he ever asked anybody to be a good person, and that's what you are.
Yeah,
So
do the
you're
right
fine.
thing. It's real
Yeah,
simple.
It's very simple.
Spike
Don't be
Lee.
a dick.
Let's go to our
TK.
What if I
very
need a fucking
accredited.
mustache? I feel like I fucking need a big mustache for this.
Yeah, you got to give your newscaster pose.
This is the not so good news brought to you by TrueLeave, the best dispensary on the planet. Tomcat, our official newsman, what do you got?
This is the news for January 18th, 2023. Happy birthday to Kevin Costner.
I love Kevin. I interviewed him once.
Oh yeah,
Costner.
nice.
He plays in a band. He was talking to me about his music.
This is the not so great news. My first news is not so great. Sister Andre, the world's oldest person, has died.
How old?
118 years old.
That's a good run.
Holy shit.
118.
118,
Lucille
huh?
Randy
She
reportedly
was ready.
worked until the age of 108.
Really?
Had a glass of wine daily and enjoyed eating chocolate. So eat up
I
on the
remember
chocolate
her.
and drink
And-
the wine.
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism, or you mean like actual candy?
Just she like butt sex is what it was.
Oh my god.
Eat dark chocolate. They say a little bit of dark chocolate is good for
I
you.
bet. I wonder who made
You
that.
damn
up.
right it is.
Go ahead, Tomcat.
She was the oldest living person to
I love
survive
it.
COVID-19.
Nice.
Yep. So on to the next thing we talked about the AI report, and I had that report of Avi Labo's Galileo project, which will search for evidence of alien visitation. They're using $2 million of private industry funding, and they're going to use AI and a program to search the sky with all of the telescopes and the AI to look for shit.
Cool.
To like look, all right, that's a plane, that's a UFO.
I like it.
All right.
That's a UFO.
We
Get
need
on
to
that.
know. We need to know. We need to know.
So apparently, President Biden has had a bunch of documents that are
Who?
top secret found at 4 different locations, including his Delaware home and the Penn Biden Center.
Tomcat, it's Joe Biden. Nobody cares.
Oh, his
they
ass
only
in
care
trouble
when
now.
they
Yeah,
only
no.
care when Trump has the documents.
Well, I guess-
not
No,
Biden.
his ass
Well, I
ought to
guess-
catch it too if he did it.
Yeah, he didn't. Obviously, nobody gets in trouble.
Well, I guess that's been
Yeah.
the argument back and forth. They're wondering, with what happened with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, and they're calling it Car-a-Lago because he had his he had his Corvette in the garage where the documents were
Nice.
in Wilmington. So
Car-a-Lago.
that's pretty funny.
That is hilarious.
But people are,
Mar-a-Lago.
yeah, people are saying there's a little bit of hypocrisy there, so that's something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously, whatever it was that they found with all these people, it wasn't so much of a big deal that it needed to become a big deal. So
I think it's
whatever,
been going
like,
on with presidents
forever.
for years and
Yeah.
years. It's just now we have so much media coverage
Thank you.
that now it's a story.
It's probably not even an issue.
So we got this guy, Brian Walsh, who killed his wife over New Year's. I don't know if you saw
What?
this. He Googled how to dispose of a body after.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah. It's fucked up, man.
He got 1,000 likes.
Oh my god.
Probably he didn't even know how to, like, to get rid of his search history. You know what I mean?
That's a way you can do that, guy.
Yep. Blood tested in a crime lab revealed that it belonged to both Brian and Anna Walsh.
Damn.
He killed her. New Year's Day.
Well,
I guess he lived out his New Year's resolution.
did he have life insurance on?
New Year's resolution: kill the wife. Day one.
And in other
Mission
stabbing
accomplished.
news,
I
an
get that a
update.
different way. Boom.
Bam.
Yeah, boom.
Update on the Idaho murders. We all know about the Idaho murders for
Yeah.
Idaho.
I heard, yes. What the
Yeah,
fuck
that
is
was
that?
terrible.
It's bad. But Brian Kroberger is the guy who apparently
Crowburger?
Brian Kroberger.
Yeah.
He's very creepy, and he was
You
last
think
name
somebody's
sounds
gonna make
creepy.
that like a hamburger at a restaurant?
the Kroberger.
Yeah.
Wrap up,
Totally
Tomcat.
rare. It's a rare burger. On
Bloody-
sale now.
yeah, with ketchup.
Get the Crow Burger.
So what is
It's
the
bloody
latest?
Delicious.
Crowburger with cheese.
What's the
That's
latest
terrible.
with the Idaho murders? What's going on?
Terrible. Well, what's going on is they just served a search warrant at his house now, and they didn't find a whole lot at his house, but the search warrants were served. So it says a Washington
Dead
court
end?
has unsealed the search warrants for the office and apartment of University of Idaho stabbing suspects Brian Kroberger and a 28-year-old Washington student, PhD student, accused of murdering 4 undergrad nearby Moscow, Idaho students. A search of his office in the school's Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology turned up nothing, according to filings, but police found hair samples, fabric with dark red stains, and a single black glove and other evidence in his apartment. So they found that in his apartment, but they didn't find anything at the
Riveting. I would say that you really stayed true to the title of this segment, which
the
is
school's Department of Criminal
Tomcat's
Justice.
not so good news, man. Way to come through.
Yeah, now you know why we make so many jokes.
Well, I was done at the end.
Man, I don't know that news is your thing, man.
No, I think he does a phenomenal job, man. Lay off him. Give him a break.
You might
You
need
had,
to.
you had a question at the end I didn't really have an answer for.
You got to be quicker, and I'm
You know
sure
what?
you never hear that, but
You know something else about this AI? I'm telling y'all now, you keep messing around with these filters and all this other crap,
Jesus.
you gonna walk past yourself on the street. Keep on now.
you ever thought about writing movies?
Yeah, I have actually.
We should do it.
We should totally
'Cause
do it.
you
I
got
got a
some
kick-ass
stories, dog.
idea. Oh man, seriously.
We sit over here talking about ourselves, maybe having some VR, virtual reality sex.
Boing.
Our girls have been
boing.
having the AI sex for decades. They've had little robots in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We
You know
made
what? I
them.
changed the way I stand on there. You goddamn right, I'm doing it. Bringing it home on
That's
Thursday.
right. These women have been using machines since the 70s
I gotta
to get
tell 'em.
off.
I
We
believe it.
finally are getting a machine. It's finally time for men to bang like a machine. I'm with it. I'm ready to bend over a robot.
Just give her the old 1-2.
Give her the old hard drive,
There's too
floppy
many
disk.
whores out there.
1 in the pink, 2 in the stink.
There's too many real whores.
Do robots have stink? We'll see you next week. Thanks for
Words
listening.
of
Bye, guys.
Rainbow.
Boing.